Tonight on Hotty Toddy News, we're just weeks away from a new animal shelter for the Oxford community. We'll take a look at where the new shelter stands. The Oxford Police Department launched a new program to work with trauma victims. We'll take a deep dive into the community response team. And it's officially flu season. That means flu shots are available on and off campus. We'll tell you where to get yours. Hotty Toddy News starts right now.
From the School of Journalism and New Media on the campus of the University of Mississippi, this is Hotty Toddy News.
Welcome to Hotty Toddy News. I'm Sarah Brooks Adams. With COVID-19 cases lower than they've been in months, the Oxford Board of Aldermen voted unanimously yesterday to end the city's mask mandate. This morning, the city reported just 4 new cases in all of Lafayette County. The Mississippi State Department of Health reported just over 1,000 new cases across the Magnolia State. There's one exception to the new mask rules. Unvaccinated city employees are still required to be masked while inside city buildings. Despite the city's vote, the Oxford School District voted yesterday to extend its mandate by another 2 weeks. Speaking of OSD, the district is ranked top 10 in standardized test scores in the state of Mississippi, but their scores are still significantly lower than before the pandemic. The district scores dropped in all 4 categories, ranging from a 6% drop in science to an 18% drop in math. The board will meet on October 15th to discuss how the district will address the decline in proficiency scores. The Oxford School District isn't the only group working toward community improvement. The Oxford Police Department created the Community Response Team to provide additional services for people who experience sexual assaults, harassment, stalking, or domestic violence. 6 months later, reporter Jordan Majerski checked in on the team.
The Community Response Team has been working alongside Oxford Police Department on criminal and non-criminal cases during the past 6 months. Team Coordinator Valerie Booth says that just in August, they helped with 39 cases, mostly related to domestic violence and suicide attempts.
A lot of domestic violence type calls. We have a lot of suicide attempts, or suicidal individuals, suicide ideation, that kind of thing that we deal with, try to talk people into reasons to live.
Booth says that the team's mission is to minimize trauma in victims and provide them with resources, such as hotline numbers, while allowing the police force to focus on the problem.
Their main focus is what they do with their duties as an officer, and then when they have spare time, they can check on victims and that kind of thing, which helps me out a lot.
Although resources have always been available, the goal of the Oxford Community Response Team is to inform and help trauma victims gain access to these resources.
The team also provides in-house training for the police officers on how to deal with various cases. These trainings focus on things such as how to recognize and understand trauma and proper interview techniques. Oxford Police Department Public Information Officer Breck Jones says the team has made a difference in their jobs.
A lot of our officers have really enjoyed that we've had this kind of connection. You know, a lot of people will be like, hey, you know, is this something we can connect somebody to? So they're being really proactive, and it's been a great asset to our department.
The team manages 40 to 50 cases every month, and Oxford Police Department posts monthly updates on Facebook of the cases the response team has worked on. Jordan Majerski, Hotty Toddy News.
To reach out, just contact the police department and ask for the Community Response Team. It's about more than just helping trauma victims. For OPD, they're also working to reduce the community's top crime, theft. Rylan Hillis has more on the department's efforts.
Oxford may be a small and safe town, but it's not immune to crime. Around 80% of robberies here happen with unsecured property.
Burglars are typically just looking for easy entrance, so they'll go around pulling on car handles until they find one that's open.
Oxford Police Department Public Information Officer Breck Jones says the town usually sees an increase in burglaries when students are away for summer and winter breaks.
Everyone around knows that all the students are gone, that most of these apartments are empty, so they'll go and try to see if they can get into an apartment.
This is why the Oxford Police Department is asking citizens to lock in on a new routine and set their alarms for 9 p.m. every night. OPD jumped on this national trend of the 9 p.m. routine last year, where local police departments remind citizens on social media to take basic safety measures.
Departments are really pushing for people to try to have a routine where you get in the habit of locking your car, locking your doors, and everything else.
OPD posts fun graphics that receive positive responses from social media users such as Kay Paris, who wrote "Locked and in Bed."
It's kind of become a little fun thing where people comment on it and say that where they are, oh, I forgot, thanks.
Doing this routine each night helps to make sure your property stays safe. So remember, remove all valuables from your vehicle and lock your doors. This is Rylan Hillis, Hotty Toddy News.
You can find more information about the 9 p.m. routine on the Oxford Police Department's Twitter and Facebook. Just down the road from the police department, the new Oxford Animal Resource Center has made some changes to make sure our furry friends are getting exactly what they need. Reporter Isabella Sheldon has the story.
The Oxford Animal Resource Center is home to many different kinds of cats and dogs. Located on Molly Bar Road, the ARC is currently under construction, but open to the public if they are interested in fostering or adopting. ARC Director Nicole Young says the previous facility got shut down in March after many controversies and mismanagement.
There's so much stigma in this building, and I understand. I do. I understand completely based on all of the previous tenants that have been here. So I want people to be able to trust us again.
Young's vision is that the ARC will include an adoption center where counselors will work on matching animals with the right owners, as well as a robust fostering program. Hunter Seals recently adopted a dog from ARC. He says he had a great experience.
The adoption process is actually really easy. Their management, I know it's easier than what it used to be. The management has gotten a lot better with that process.
The ARC sends their animals to foster homes with food, toys, leashes, bowls, and even a crate, and provides their animals medical care, such as spaying and neutering. Even though the city provides funding for the center, they are always welcome to donations from the community as well.
Whether you're a cat or a dog person, the Oxford ARC has many animals to choose from waiting for their forever home.
The Oxford Animal Resource Center is hoping to officially open their doors by Halloween. And if you're looking to adopt but aren't into animals and don't want kids, the Adopt a Street program is gearing up for their trash can cleanup event on October 19th. Reporter Caroline Helms spoke with an official about how their program keeps Oxford clean.
Litter is an ongoing issue in the Oxford community, but initiatives such as Adopt a Street program are trying to change that. This program lets organizations adopt a street that has issues with littering and pledges to keep it clean. Program organizer Jan Henning says that this is just one way the city is trying to help the environment.
Heard about Don't Throw Down on Our Town. We're happy to have, as volunteers, we just want to get our hands dirty and work on it ourselves.
The majority of the cleanup happens on Bramlett and South Lamar Boulevards, where members of two organizations, Lafayette County Master Gardeners and the Oxford Garden Club, gather to pick up trash every 4 months. The next cleanup event is just a few weeks away on October 19th.
We have 8 ladies signed up for our first pickup, which will be on October 19th. And we're going to be going down South Lamar to the roundabout.
Resident of Bramlett Boulevard, Miranda Rosie, was concerned with the amount of trash on the street and is happy to see a change.
With college kids, there's always trash all over Bramlett Boulevard, but with organizations to pick up the trash, it's really helped out the street.
Anyone can get involved. All you have to do is sign a waiver and come ready to work. Henning says Mayor Tannehill and Oxford Environmental Services have been very supportive of the work both clubs are doing to keep the streets clean.
We're glad to have the city behind us.
Street adoption agreements are for 2 years, and you can adopt 1 to 3 streets, or you can just help out by picking up trash yourself. For Hotty Toddy News, this is Caroline Helms.
To get involved, you can contact Michelle Robinson at mrobinson@oxfordmississippi.net, and for more information, you can visit lcmga.org. Not only is the Oxford University community working to create a healthier environment, but a healthier population as well. With flu season upon us, students at the UM School of Pharmacy are offering flu shots to all Ole Miss students and faculty, as well as members of the Oxford community. The $40 shot is covered under most insurance plans, and students can charge the remaining cost to their Bursar account. Flu shots are next available Tuesday from 1 to 4 at the Grove Stage and Wednesday from 10 to 3 on the Student Union patio. For more information on dates and flu vaccines, you can visit the School of Pharmacy's website. If you love to dance and are interested in learning about a different culture, Jack Clemens may have the story for you. Jack?
There's really something for everybody here at Ole Miss. The university has over 350 clubs and student organizations that students can join and be involved in. One of these clubs is the Rebel Irish Dance Club. The club focuses on participating in this unique form of dance while appreciating the Irish culture behind it. Current member of the club, Gabby Wells, has been Irish dancing for several years, both with the club and before as a young girl. She's a junior this year and has been a member of the club since her freshman year.
My parents are Irish and I grew up in like a super Irish household. I started when I was, I think, in 1st or 2nd grade. So I was kind of looking for a way to continue doing that.
The club prides itself on being involved in many philanthropic events since its founding 9 years ago.
We do events here on campus, we do stuff at nursing homes, we do stuff at schools.
The club may be small with only 4 permanent members, but it operates on a somewhat come-and-go basis.
So our fall, we have 2 different show seasons, the fall and the spring. So our fall season is anyone can come, you know, you can, and then the springtime is when people who are just like dedicated and appreciate it and like want to be part of our show team and can like dedicate their time to doing a couple of practices a week.
From the St. Patty's Day bar crawl to teaching people about Irish dance at Rebelthon, the Rebel Irish Dance Club may be small, but they are definitely leaving their mark on campus. For Hotty Toddy News, I'm Jack Clements.
If you are interested in getting involved with Rebel Irish Dance, you can find more information on the UM forum, or you can email the club directly at rebelishrdancers@gmail.com. That's all for this week. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sarah Brooks Adams. We'll see you next week.